Hey everyone, and welcome to this edition of Rudiments 101. On this episode, we are going to deal with the Flam. Oh, I remember the first time I ever was taught a Flam. Miss Smith took the book she had in her hand, she put it under this arm, she took the pen that she had, put it in her mouth, and did this. And actually that sounded better than what I heard then. And that was in 1977 or 78, I believe. Wow, how times have changed. So, because we have things like YouTube and technology now, we can do this, right? Just like the other videos that's going to be coming out in this series, I'm going to play the rudiment. Whatever happens, happens. If I screw it up or something, I'll just start over. I'm not going to do any editing at all. I want it to be totally on the fly, and that also saves on time editing and doing stuff over and over and over again. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play the Flam, and we'll see what happens, okay? Let's hope for the best here. Couple of glitches when I was transferring on the way coming down. I had a little glitch, and I thought I heard a glitch on the way. It was a flat Flam on the way up, probably about the 5th Flam I played a flat Flam. It happens, you know, so not too bad. And so you wonder, how can I get my Flams to sound like that? Well, let me tell you a few things first, okay? You may think you need a pair of Vic Firth American Classic Metal hickory drumsticks. Might help, but no, not really. You may think you need a bottle of Bond No. 9, Washington Square. Smells great and a smart Christmas gift. Available at Saks Fifth Avenue. Not necessarily needed, believe it or not. You may think you need one of these. It's a bathtub toy. But in the meantime, we use it to pump up the backs of our marching snares, right? You may think you need one of these from the 70s. Get ready. It's a picture of a bear eating a hooved mammal. The 70s were great, weren't they, folks? That was actually on someone's wall at one time. All of those things are not necessary. I can tell you what is necessary, and you don't want to hear it because it's not as fun as all that other stuff. You need to keep that grace note down, boys and girls. Keep the grace note down. Right down here. Right down here. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to play Flams, practicing. You're going to do this because I suggested it to you. One at a time like this. Alright? You're going to have a tendency to create an imaginary string going through this stick and through this one, that when you get to about here, this stick's going to follow it like that, and you're going to do that. And this one's going to come in and it's going to follow it like that. Okay? You want to break that mental string. That is what's going to happen. Your hands are going to do it, your arms, you're going to do it, what you've been taught throughout life, how your muscles have developed, you're probably going to do that. And what you need to do is you just need to look at this stick, keep it down. A band director of mine taught me a trick where you take a music stand and turn it over to where it's sort of like this over the drum. You see that? So when you're playing a flam, you can hear it hit, and you try to keep your stick from hitting that. Now you're teaching yourself muscle memory, okay? You can also do the same suggestion I've had before, which is let your hands teach each other by having them do the same thing. This kind of thing here. That really helps out a lot. Now, something you're gonna see and you might comment on is you might think, well, you weren't keeping your grace notes down while playing that rudiment. That is true. But this isn't Rudiments 301 or 401, it's 101. And right in the beginning, that's what you need to do. Okay? You're creating muscle memory. You're learning to keep this grace note down. You're teaching your ears what it sounds like to get that grace note just before that flam. Alright? It's going to take time. Flams are tough. They were for me back in the day. As you get on with rudiments, they get easier and they become kind of fun, believe it or not. But until then, take my tips, do with them what you will, and don't get frustrated. Keep practicing. I got faith in you. And remember, guys, you know, when it gets tough and all that other stuff and you get aggravated, take a break. All right? It's just drums, man. See you later.